他们的恐惧是我们的武器，我们的胜利。谢谢了，兄弟姐妹们，你们健身了吗？行动，行动，行动！中共，你完了 ！Take down the CCP！
Just beginning, but the games you want to play. Bring it on and now we'll fight to the end. Just watch and see. It's all started, everything's begun, and you are over. Cause we're taking down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all lied for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word of the wrong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共，
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
中共，你完了！干灭中国共产党这个 CCP， 才能让我们远离恐惧。Take down CCP。
They try to scare the nation with fabrication, but we see through the lies. We won't fall, we will fight you back. Police corruption with crooked assumption. They ran our lives, but no more. We will win, we will take down the CCP. Spread the word all through Hong Kong. We will fight till they're all gone. We rejoice when there's no more. Let's take down the CCP. They have all lied for too long. We will end what they do wrong. Spread the word of the wrong Kong. Let's take down the CCP. Let the bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
站起来吧！
Let the bullets fly a little
为
longer.
奴役的人们
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动！
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
行动！
Let the bullets fly a little
你
longer.
完了
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
！Take down CCP。
Bullets fly a little longer, and you will surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer. We will have freedom to live. We will win. You'll surrender. Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down
Let the bullets fly a little longer.
Take down the evil CCP.
Everyone. Here's Himalaya Canada, our English show, and today is our final battle, day 9. We did a lot of days about explosion of the hard drive of Hunter Biden. And so far, we already knew the things, the business is about the Hunter Biden is the key person who have relationship with a lot of like a businessman. Behind this is a Chinese Communist Party, but from with so many emails and also Mr. Giuliani's broadcasting, who showed a lot of evidence. So I think those evidence also can be available on his website, and we know the big one is Joe Biden. So today we are going to continue talking about something. The one news today is from UK Daily Mail. They following the New York Post. They they reported the Hunter Biden 3 hard drives. And I read this morning. They for compared with the New York Post, these articles a little bit more details, and they give more the pictures that New York Post didn't put there, and also more stories behind that. You know what? With this article, I got to know the Hunter Biden his 3 laptops. It's with some IT experts that is easy to hack. Those are the 3 laptops, because Hunter Biden usually he use very simple password. That is Hunter02. That is really funny. They think this guy is naive and hackless, that he cannot do like encrypted to protect all very important secret materials. So from there, and Daily Mail also exposed Hunter Biden's private life. As you already watched the video, a series of videos from GTV, G News, the released. But more than that, he spent too much money on that on adult website. And there's one thing I remember. Hunter Biden spent, I think about $10,000 for one single night in the club in New York. This is I think probably a special club, and so I don't know if sorry, I didn't introduce our co-host and Miss San and Miss and Shari. Can you guys say hello to our audience? Miss San.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in. And at this late of Sunday, you see, we do not speak perfect English, but we have the courage, have the heart of fighting for you, for everybody else, because we are at the junction of the civilization going backward. And this is very important for everybody tune in here to know what we are fighting for. We call the final battle and got laptop from the hell. Now we just released and people already know there's 3rd laptop already founded about the corruption of Biden's family with collusion and CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. I want to turn the microphone to Sherry.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to our show. And as everyone mentioned, this is the final battle. And we know there are only 2 more days before the election. And this election is the most important one, not only for United States, but also for China, maybe for the whole world. So we'll talk about more of that later. And just stay tuned with the truth that we keep, spreading the truth and expose more through this channel twice a day. Just stay with us. Thanks. Back to Hazel.
Well, Sherry mentioned 2 days close election day. I think it is very, very important. But I believe President Trump will win the second time. And with a lot those the laptop explosion, I think Joe Biden before has been denying everything that some media reported the truth about his son. He said his son's business he didn't know, but like Mr. Giuliani said, I've got a lot of evidence, and they called the big guy means Joe Biden, and until now, so far, you didn't think the big guy is Joe Biden. So also with the Daily Mail, and from this 3 hard drives, also you know what, a lot of big name they released the very important person in the White House and in the House, even the senators, their phone number. Where those phone number from? Is from Joe Biden's office. From his office sent to Hunter Biden, but Hunter Biden didn't get it by his name. By the there is a company named Seneca something limited company sent there, but it's named HB Seneca company. Those phone number is always private. It cannot be show the public. But why they show the public? I think they must use those numbers to do something, or they want to lobby and connecting with those very important U.S. Officials. Okay, and until now, so far, from the laptop and all emails, we already has been released a lot of person. And next, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna go over. Give a list of those well-known big name. The first person from some video we the people they already proved is President Obama's daughter. Her name is Malia Obama, right? And also ex-President Obama. And next one, the big names. We know like Hollywood's superstar, especially the girls, women like Lady Gaga, and I think is Jolie. What's her family name? I forgot that. Sorry. And another people like Chinese very famous actress Liu Yifei. In also we got to know from this emails and the laptop, and also Facebook Zuckerberg, Mike Zuckerberg, and next one I think a few person left. There is a businessman Patrick He from Hong Kong. This is we knew he is CC Chinese Communist Party's agent. Okay, all right. So there is one more left is Jia Qibo. He is the illegitimate daughter of Chinese leader Bo Xilai. So so far we got to know all those of well-known people. They from with a different aspect. Hunter Biden doing business with them. So okay, the Miss Sun or Sherry, do you have something to share?
Yes. The long list that exposed by Daily Mail is actually coming from an email. The sender of the email, her name is Cassie Chung, last name Chung. She is the director of scheduling for U.S. Senator Mark Udall, last name Udall, Udall, in Colorado. So this Mark actually, he is an American politician who served as a U.S. Senator from Colorado from 2009 to 2015. He, as a member of a Democratic Party, he previously served in the House of Representatives, but now he's a Colorado senator. And that's the sender. Sender is Cassie Chung. Send to Hunter Biden in his, the work email. Looks like work email because it's at rosemondseneca.com. We know the Rosemont Seneca is also a company he has partnership with. It was sent on June the 7th, 2015. The subject is called, actually, very apparent. See below, these are all cell numbers. We know, as Hazel mentioned, those big names, they supposed to have public, from either their organization or the government, the departmental, those public emails. That's what they should use, right? Emails or phone numbers. But these private cell phones, well, I guess maybe each person can have, maybe more than one cell phones. But these cell phone numbers, we believe, supposed to be the most secret or private one that they probably never share with other people. But they just got the list of the people. Like, look at the names there. The rep of the House, Nancy Pelosi, is there. The Senator McConnell is there, and also the former President Clinton is there. Like, it showed a part of their, the phone number, the area code. So all these names, everyone on the list. What does that mean? What does that mean to CCP? It means CCP, they grasp all the, the private information whenever, wherever, whatever they do, they can, it's too easy for CCP to use all means of intelligence to put on surveillance on these people. That means everyone on the list will be monitored, right? Their calls goes in and out, what kind of people they talk about, what kind of issues they have, especially like, the human weakness. For example, like it's also Mr. Luda mentioned in his show. For example, they are short of money. Like these senators, they are, a public servant. They are not millionaires, right? They also got salary, annual salary. If the kids go to a good university, of course, the tuition is high, it's expensive. They need money to pay their tuition or to pay their housing, just etc. All these kind of issues we face every day in the life. These people also, they have this weakness or these issues, that's just a good tool for CCP. That's what they are looking for. It's used like the fish bait. Like they use each one in a really good way. You need money, I give you money. You need ladies, I give you ladies. You need to pay for your kids' tuition, I give you. I give you all the resources. Look, I'm just friendly. That's what CCP is always doing. Right? So this,
Yes.
I think this is the most scaring part, because this person may not know at that time they were monitored just like this so easily. I guess they are regretting, or maybe they are never regretting, because they just have the same or similar nature of CCP. That's why these people can collaborate and collude together.
I think this is just the beginning. We say the whistleblower movement released, exposed those people, and especially like ex-President Obama, and now he's busy with like help the Joe Biden for his rally, and they are doing this together. Even this and still a lot of Americans already knew the truth. That they didn't believe them anymore. But for this election, this 3 hard drive has helped a lot to Donald Trump. I think will change something. The situation will turn to the Trump. I mean the he's gonna leading the poll. Okay, and for so far with those emails from a laptop, we already know Hunter Biden has been working with the CCP for a long time, and everybody he got like the phone number, like Nancy Pelosi or Hillary or everyone, like they are powerful people, right? So why the Hunter got those information, and like Sherry told us, they won't use them to get whatever they want. I mean CCP, Chinese Communist Party. So we don't know if in the future we can more information about their story. I mean the collaboration with the CCP, the story will release. We don't know yet. But like a big tag, like Twitter and Facebook, they surprised the truth from us writing.
Hazel.
Yeah.
Hold on your thought. I want just comments about what you're just saying.
Okay.
And, so I want Olin connect the dot here, right? So I hope by now you already know Hunter Biden is already corrupted. It's a compromise. They're working with the CCP for a long time. That includes Joe Biden already. So this email came from Cassie Chang and sent to Hunter Biden, and include all those personal cell phone number of a senator. In that time is President Clinton and Secretary Clinton and Senator Dodd and Reid, McDonald, all those people. See, because Hunter Biden already working with the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, so those cell phone number, he will pass on to them. So the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, can monitor and monitor phone call, monitor everything. So they getting the intelligence. I can assure you, you will find out sooner or later, there's lots of people have to be compromised, including all the senators. That's why some of those senators don't want release information. And this is top secret. And you basically, by Hunter Biden gave the information to the CCP, they compromise the whole American system, the lawmaker and the money, how they allocate. So this is very serious, and I hope the audience really understand. Like I believe one time we talked about there's a 26,000 email about Hillary Clinton. I released that, and then they found that later on whatever that is a bigger scandal by the time. But this is even more serious than that. So Hazel, I want to pass the microphone to you. You can go to next topic.
Yeah, I mean, I want to comment on that. I mean, just now Hazel asked why, this email sent to Hunter. Because first of all, he's working in this company. They are all, cooperated together. And also, as this type of people, like the human quality, like Hunter Biden, this is the perfect tool that CCP can use, right? He's greedy, he like money, he like wealth, he like ladies, he's drug addicted. This is just so obvious, so easy things that CCP can provide, right? Otherwise, they need to think it over, to monitor your cell phone, to listen to every conversation, to find out what you need and when and where you need it, right? So this is what I think they really use him. He is a good and perfect tool, just merely a tool. So this is a sad part for Hunter. And also, as Mr. Song mentioned, this whole big network shows that has evidence to shows that everyone, all these senior officials in the White House, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, all these people are collaborating, collude together. That's why they don't want people to know the truth. It's just connected to the next topic. Why all this social medias, all these big tycoon companies, they suppressed all the truths we exposed, and deleted all the old accounts on Twitter, Facebook. You can't search more information unless you key in the keyword Hunter Biden scandal, Genius, for example, like that. Otherwise, even Google, they won't show you, right? So this, maybe we can go to the next topic.
Well, with I think one point is with Hunter Biden's password of his laptop. I think this guy already getting worse. He cannot doing this the normal people should do. Usually for those kind of very important the secret documents, you should do very carefully, right? But look, what does he do? It's the like us. We common people. We can we know how to do it with our secret or very important document. I think Hunter Biden already lose something with those years. Very bad. His behavior, too much drug addict, and sex, the things. From G News today, I got breaking news the fourth wave, the Hunter Biden's hard drives from the Hill is gonna be released. I just watched a little bit this short video. I saw a guy look like Joe Biden. He's not only his son, like the Hunter Biden, like a selfie, took a selfie with his naked body. The Joe Biden does that too. So what kind of family? Think about it.
Yeah, I mean, this ridiculous habits, right? It's carried out from his father, right? As you mentioned, why he used every account, the password used for every account is just that simple, right? Because maybe the drug addicted really impacts the health of his brain, right? That's probably the most reasonable the possibility we can think of. This is ridiculous. And as Mr. Giuliani mentioned, Joe Biden, you are ruining your son's life, right? And not only your son's life, everyone connected with him is all getting ruined because they are doing business well. It's not a legitimate business. They are collaborating. They are colluding with CCP. All those peoples are, murderers or anything. They can do anything. They don't care about humanity, right? Working with those murderers, what kind of character you can develop? Not mentioning what kind of family Hunter Biden was born and grown up with, right? So, as we can see on the screen, if you are good, can we move to the next one? Yeah. So I just saw this. It's also by the Daily Mail. The reporting from Daily Mail yesterday, 31st. We know the big tycoon companies, they got the Senate hearing. We talked about this earlier. And today, Twitter gave in. They released New York Post account. We know New York Post in English world is the first one. New York Post exposed the scandal of the hard drives. But this is in English world. We know in Chinese, Lu De's family is the first one who exposed all of this 3 weeks earlier than that, on September 24th, right? And then since then, everyone's, most of our fellow fathers, Twitter account, Facebook account got banned. Even our official account of our farm, right, Himalaya farm, and so it's just they are suppressing. They are censored. They are doing censorship like this. And this week's at a Senate hearing, and we know Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg was there, and the Twitter's Dorsey was there, and also Google's Mr. Pichai was there, and especially for Twitter, the senator Ted Cruz, he played hard on him. He was almost yelling that, who on earth elected you to make decision on behalf of American people? Whom to support and whom to, you delete those accounts, you put a limit on that, on the censorship. Who asked you to do that? How did you get those rights to do that? Obviously, so Mr. Dorsey was very, hesitating to answer those questions. He was not, confident at all, because how you can, fight against the truth? That's what they have done, right? He was just saying, basically, used as an excuse that they thought the 3 hard drives came from a hacked source in a computer. So it's their policy not to use those hacked source. So they don't want to spread into their community, and they want to. He said, Mr. Dorsey said, they want to give American a chance to decide whom to vote or things like that. And the senator said, not without any truth. Without any truth, people not knowing it, how can people make a right decision with regards to whom to vote and whom they don't want to be elected, right? And obviously he cannot answer those questions because this is just the truth, right? And so yesterday they gave in. They released New York Post account, and New York Post they after 2 weeks ban, they tweeted, and they used a picture that we saw just now on the screen. There is a bird was fly out of the cage like a free bird. The bird is the the logo of Twitter, right? So that's really a very like a humor there. And they also mentioned that the New York Post during this 2 week span, their followers actually increased by 190,000 people. And we know that New York Post is the fourth biggest, newspapers by the distribution. And it was founded in the year of 1801 by Alexander Hamilton. And it was, bought by News Corporation since 1993 by News Corporation. So it's owned since then. So we can see that, their followers increased by that many people. That means people are looking for truth. They want to know truth. This they cannot suppress. That's why we are doing shows. We have GTV and G News to expose truth. That's why people I think our subscribers also increased both these two platforms. So we can see that Mr. Guo, what a great thing he did at that time. And now we really see the impact of this. Okay, back to Hazel.
For the Twitter, the New York Post account blocked it without any pressure. Twitter, Facebook, those big tech will never do this. Will never let the truth to spread, give the people the truth. I think since years, the people, whatever American or in Chinese is worse, okay, but in the U.S., the people, a lot of all the world, the people think U.S. is a very free, freedom of speech, those kind of society. But with the Mao School and our whistleblower movement, we know it is not like that. The big tech, they can cover up everything that they don't want the people know. So this is a crazy and terrible. Since for me, it's the same. In Canada, people don't like President Trump. Before, I didn't know why, and the people usually give me the reason is like the Trump like a speak the stupid way, and from them I listened to them. I thought that President Trump is a bad guy, and I never do the investigation or check online, whatever those things can help Trump, make people believe him, or whatever he did is good for American people and American society. A big influence from a big tech and their platform. So this news is a really good news. I guess they got a lot of pressure, and otherwise the whatever Democracy and Republicans they are going to send to those the CEO to the jail because they are really against the American society values. They did the wrong way. They didn't help. Never. So, Mr. Sun, do you want to say something about those big tech?
Oh, you're on mute.
Yes. So, like I said, they part of the reason they do not want give the people freedom to post the truth is because their share they have money get involved, and Twitter and Facebook, and we have export. Mark Zuckerberg have email connect back and forward with Hunter and Biden, and also Joe Biden about this another business adventure at Twitter, like not just Dorsey. There's other people, board member, called Li Feifei. They have I don't know how many share of Twitter. So big tech and
I think Li Feifei is with Google, the chief engineer, right? If I remember it correctly. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and well, the other media like CNN and New York Times and Washington Post, they're all infiltrated by the CCP. So I want to talk a little about. I don't know what your schedule is, agenda is about the election and vote, about the fake ID. Is that on your agenda, Hazel?
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead.
So for those audience and you tune in, I want to alert you and want you to pay attention. The CCP working with Joe Biden campaign group, one thing they're good at to know is media. Another thing is they are good at stealing and fake. So they will definitely fake the ID and they're also faking the ballot. This is the part we have to prepare. And the mail-in ballot. And so they use Face ID. I want to give an example. That's by August 18, 2000, this year. There's roughly about 20,000 fake ID seized at the Chicago airport, part of voter fraud. And this most came from the thousands of fake driver license smuggled from China and Hong Kong and seized in Chicago O'Hare Airport since early 2000. So this is one we catch it. But again, they will do more in other part. So really careful on this one. Be alert. Now, on the media part, they will try to shut our mouth and cover our eyes. They put a blind, lens in front of our eyes. They don't want us know the truth. They don't want world to know the truth. In this case, especially they do not want American voter know the truth. So they will don't know who is the truth, who is right, who is wrong, what the truth is there. So they make the wrong decision. So that's why we have the whistleblower movement. And we'll have, if you have any doubt, please go to GTV G News to look more truth about Joe Biden family. I guarantee they are corrupted. And it's more than that. There's more people come. There's more senators. There's more those politicians be corrupted. So really careful who you choose and be vote. So I will pass on to Hazel.
Thank you, Ms. San. I really agree, Ms. San, what he said. Now we are worried about the fake, ballot, and 2 days left. So everything we hope, like for President Trump, all things is okay for him. And with those email, every day we are updating the news. So tomorrow there are more like a fourth waves of emails or those hard drives from the Hill will be released. So you with GTV News, you always got a lot of tools. The more than like New York Times or Washington Post. For from with this like Hunter Biden's laptop, you already know you cannot trust them. Not only this thing, before a lot of things they lied to you. So Sherry, you want to talk something about the email or?
Oh yeah. No, I
Okay.
mean the election. I want to still talk
Okay.
something about election. Can Sarah load the last picture of the election? Is Sarah there? Yeah, even from the one on the screen, you can see that's the rally. It's a very big contrast, right? Biden versus Trump. That's how many people are supporting Donald Trump. Well, the people who oppose him, they can say, oh well, Biden is care about the COVID-19 for maintaining the social distancing, but still the people are pro-Trump. That's why we expose the truth that more people know, because even though we think more and more people are aware of this, but still truth is only in a grasp of people's hands, right? It's really not very huge number, but it's only through, like Ms. Sung mentioned, GTV, G News, and Ludus Media, and also from our show, and this kind of platforms, you can know the truth. So on the screen, you can see this picture. I think it's very it's impressive. This is a Donald Trump's rally, right? And there are two fists, like American and the CCP. Who is winning? Who will win? And I want to look at the right bottom corner. This little photo here. This is like a delivery guy riding a motorcycle. And we can see that the red line highlighted his number plate. We can see is in Beijing from the number plate. He is delivering, I don't know, food or veggies with a big Donald Trump's picture on the box, and with the United States flag, national flag on the left. I can't see clearly of the blue color one. It might be the national flag of New Federal State of China. It's a blue color flag. So I think this guy is really very brave and is smart to do like this, to that more people aware of the Donald Trump and the election. This is a very important. This election, as we mentioned, is not only for American people, but also for Chinese people, as well as the whole world. Because, we have talked about this, like what CCP is doing, like they are doing it in a plan. They are doing it according to their plan, step by step. They are using like 3 major tools. We talked about it yesterday. So the drug fentanyl and the fake US dollars and the CCP virus. It's very bad situation in US. And these three tools, each one is very attacking, right? And plus the gangsters' way of operation. what they want to do is to get control of U.S., therefore get control of the world, right? In the collaborating with the family like Biden's and all the different layers penetration in U.S. from the top administration, the senior officers to the common people, as well as the famous athletics, the Hollywood, as Hazel mentioned, and the medias and news reporters. Everything, every layer, they have their own penetration, which they have been doing this for decades without you even notice it. The world, it's become like it's almost in their claws. So this is why what we are taking down CCP, that people know the truth. Because Mr. Luda mentioned this, that we know in Europe there was 1,000 years of what's so-called Dark Ages. It refers to the time of Middle Ages, that from the 5th century to the 15th century. So it was 1,000 years that basically between the fall or finish of Roman Empire to the Renaissance. So this is the hard and the dark 1,000 years. If we don't do this right now, we might fall into that dark times again. This is what Mr. Guo called out, right, 3 years ago in 2017. He said that, the dark time is coming. Are you Americans ready? Is the world ready to enter the black time? So this election is not only for United States people, it's also for our Chinese. It's for the whole world. That's why we call this final war. This war is, between the justice and the evil. So everyone, we need to, especially our audience in the United States, you still have a chance to decide which one to choose. That's why we want to keep telling you the truth. We want you to see the world actually is different than what you expected, what you have been thinking so far. Okay, I just go back to Hazel.
Right, and I think Sherry gave us the very good speech about we cannot miss this chance. This is is a historical time for the human beings, either American, Chinese, and the other nationalities. Okay, so even someone of you didn't until now didn't realize how important this election, or how important about the truth of the Joe Biden or democracy. You will see we are now in the middle of the final battle. We are gonna give you more and more evidence, more and more truth, and finally you will see who is good, who is bad. So right now I'm gonna to I found an email, because a lot of email with the laptop. They got this family, the Joe Biden family, they just want the more money. They are greedy. Whatever they got a chance, they want to get money from there. This email is dated on May 7, 2015. It's James Biden wrote to Hunter Biden about the topic is oil deal with a Mexico businessman. So I'm going to read it, and you will see Joe Biden, James Biden, they didn't answer the public about those email. They just keep silence. But why? Because they did it, right? If they didn't do that, they will see. No, but like Joe Biden before, he lied. And right now with so many evidence, so many emails, how come they can deny? Okay, here we go. This is a business of oil deal, and I'm gonna read it. Okay, it's very short, and then we will finish today's broadcast, and you will see. You can watch tomorrow's broadcast. Will give you more information. Okay, have a very real deal with Pemex. This is a company's name from Mexico. Need financial in literally for a few days to a week. Have the seller and buyer major being delivered from a pipeline in US, pipeline for oil. Okay, nothing is simple, but this comes very close. As always, the devil is in the detail. Any interest on the long skirt part? Need to know if there is any interest as soon as possible. Love you, Uncle G. I know you are worried, and if this is just too much, I completely understand. I really do. Hang in there, hunt. You can and will hold it together. I'm very proud of you and have the greatest respect. You are a great, sweet, and incredibly strong man. I know you. Yes, I finished this short email. This is from James Biden. He wrote it to the Hunter Biden. So Pemex, this is a state-owned Mexico, the petroleum company. Sorry?
Yeah. I mean,
have something to say?
Yes. I mean, as Mr. Giuliani also mentioned, they don't want say it, right? Because they did something bad, and they also don't want people to know. That's why you see all this what so-called mainstream medias and social medias. They are suppressing the information and reporting, right? They don't want you. They especially don't want American people to know this. Because they know they themselves, they are criminal, right? That's why our platform, the older shows on the different, the Himalaya Farms and also Ludus Media and also GTV, G News become very valuable at this, very important period of time. Because as Mr. Lude mentioned that, because United States, American people, they don't got the logic. It's the logic behind the scene and the detailed explanation. It's a more important thing to understand this, right? Because we are Chinese. We, understand how CCP, treat people, the nature of them. And that's the way we were educated, or we were brainwashed for this many years, right? When we were, in China. But that's why these older platforms can reveal the truth, become such valuable at this time. So I encourage our audience to go to gtv.org, gnews.org, and come back to our show. Stay tuned with all this, what's happening. It is related to your life, to my life, to just everyone's life and safety in the world.
Okay. Well, I want to quote President Trump's words, like for Joe Biden. He, Joe Biden did nothing, just talk for the past 8 years with Obama government administration. So those words are for the people, American. They just think it's Donald Trump or say it whatever, and nothing meaningful. But it's meaningful. Indeed, Joe Biden did nothing for American. He ran himself as a very polite, very good person. He showed the public he's a nice guy. But look behind those the figures and very surface, what kind of dirty business their family did. Okay, so
yeah, I just want to mention quickly that Mr. Peter Navarro also mentioned we are coming to a historical timing. He said this in his speech at the Hudson Institute. He said that we are coming to a time that this is not what we should do. This is about what we should do for this country. So we must make a decision. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we can wrap up.
Let's wrap up. And before we let you go, I want the audience to know this is not just about you vote, right? Just about our freedom. And it's the whole idea is if you do not know the truth, the freedom based on you have know something. You have the knowledge to know something. If you don't know the truth, your decision could be totally wrong. So at this juncture, and whether you like or not, you are in the World War III. CCP have started this about 20 years ago. They have the 3F plan. They have a BYG. They're starting this. By the way, the CCP believe their mission is take off capitalism. American is the beacon of capitalism. They want to control the world. They never forgot that. Their belief in everything. They do business with it, but their goal is take out the capitalism. American is the one they're aiming for 20 years now. So whether you like or not, we are in the world war. And this could be means death and life, whether you like Trump or not. For those people, you may don't like his way, don't like his talking, but the ultimately even much, much worse. So go GTV and go G News, find out truth, and we'll hope you're voting for the right people.
Thank you. And we're gonna release more emails from the laptop of Hunter Biden, and not about the sex tapes. Is our purpose is telling everybody's truth. So welcome to come our Himalaya Canada English show tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock. So you will hear a lot of more. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
See you.
Thank
tomorrow.
you, everyone. See you next
Thank you.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
打开潘多拉盒子，开启爆料革命的1、2核心阶段，对共产党的高层、最高层进行革新不可逆转的爆料。
You have stolen their money to make yourselves wealthier. Joe Biden and his family and Blinken and Sullivan and you guys are caught up in it too.